Hey, it's Obama'sWeapon.com. I wanted to do a crime in America, but I realized that Signals Intelligence was watching the whole country, and they got car and building penetrating human tracking technologies that don't use GPS and implants and chips. And I'm confident that the government knows where people are at. And so I was to kidnap a woman, put her in my car. They know that she's in my car. They see her emanating signals from my car, and they fucking they're tracking it. So I get out, I start speeding. No one sees us at the scene. There's no camera, nothing. So then I start driving, and I get to where I'm going. But they fucking knew, dude. And if she was the type of person that had people, friends, well, they would come and get her. Like government type friends. Like, they wanted to save the bitch from what I was about to do, to bust her ass up. Get revenge on her. So, because there's this whole planetary system tracking us, and satellites and radar, the Signals Intelligence men, there's no way that they wouldn't know I did it. So that's the thing about it all. Our government's keeping it all a secret. And also, the problem is they come after me, probably under the table. They try to kill me. Or they do parallel construction to get me. So they would just basically fabricate however they found her. And remember, there's no other evidence, right? There's only this evidence that they had with their secret military surveillance system that they had there. That's the only way they knew. Because they're watching us, they're seeing us, they're tracking us. I go into a mountain, they got mountain penetrating tomography, dude. They're sitting there like, oh, well, look at where she's at. Yeah. Fucking bullshit. And then they come and they shoot me dead too. They'd say, oh, well, I could be surrendering when they get there and fucking shoot me dead anyway. See, that's the way it works, man. They have that power to kill people, do what they want. Now, let's just say the reason I kidnapped this chick is because she's in on the system. She's one of their agents who tried to have me murdered or something. And she's been torturing me and abusing me. And I've been brought near death so many times. You know, I go to kidnap the bitch. To fucking teach her a lesson. Extract some information from her. You know, film her. Fucking beat it out of her. Well, they wouldn't let me do that. Because they have a way of tracking it. Well, anyway, man, people don't know that that's all seriously being done today. But government doesn't want to, defeat crime. That's not what their goal is. Their goal is to have power, godlike powers. It's not to do criminal justice. See, they value very different things than society values. And society is not in command of the justice system or nothing. We don't get justice. We don't get the truth. We're in the dark. And that's why I'm giving this to everyone as an example of how they would use this, but only for their own needs, not because she was a victim. And if your sister, let's just say your brother was to get kidnapped or something, they knew where the people were and where they were, boom, government ain't gonna help. They're not gonna, there might be some parallel construction going on where they'll fucking, like, suddenly find her or him or whatever, and what they do is they cook how they found the person and how they knew. That's what parallel construction is. So they hide all the information and where they were getting it from. And they come up with another way to discover it, or even just like, maybe. So it's really funny, People don't have any privacy. Secretly, people know what's really going on. You think that you're keeping a secret? You're not keeping a secret from anybody. That's not the way it works. The government, though, they do cover up a lot of crimes. They could cover it up. They know every crime, but they don't give a fuck about the crime. That's not the way it works, man. They would be coming after me to protect this bitch. Make sure that I couldn't torture her ass and giving me the dirt that I wanted or something. Doesn't even have to be a GPS on my car, man. It's a fucking satellite tracking the signatures from my car in my body, in her body, in her brain. That's the way it fucking works. There's all sorts of emissions coming from us. Electromagnetic signatures and brain waves. Oh man. Satellite can tell the difference too between all the different objects. Tracking each object individually. They can, just like they track all the space junk. We're space junk to them. We're being tracked. We're moving around. We're bouncing around. Going from area to area. And they're tracking everything. It moves under the stars.